Hello there, learners, and welcome to another video about Earth Science Grade 7. Nice. Now, previously we've been learning about the coordinate system. Okay? We've been learning about the longitude and the latitude lines. Now, let's do just a quick review. The longitude lines are the vertical lines. They run from the North Pole to the South Pole. They are the ones that we use to locate the east and the west. Okay? Now, 0 degrees longitude, what is that? That is called the prime meridian. And it passes through what city? Yes, it passes through Greenwich. And that was where the International Meridian Conference in 1884 was held. They agreed upon that the 0 degrees prime meridian would pass Greenwich, England. Next, we have latitude. Okay? Latitude are those horizontal lines that go from east to west, or the other way around. And then 0 degrees latitude, what is that called? Yes, that is called the equator. Now, above the equator, we will have the northern hemisphere, and below the equator, we have the southern hemisphere. Okay? Now, using longitude and latitude lines, we were able to locate a lot of places all around the world using our map. And we're going to use those concepts in the next few minutes after this. First, let me show you these few pictures. These wonderful pictures. Oh my goodness, look at these pictures. Do they look familiar? If not so, do you think, what country do you think they come from? Look at all of these wonderful green pictures, and then a lot of them are like blue pictures, and then lots of them about the sea and about nature. If you don't know, they are actually from the Philippines. Yes, young child, they are from the Philippines. Now, Philippines is actually one of the most spectacular countries, okay, in the entire world. We're genuinely, you and me, Filipino, and for every single Filipino out there watching. Now, what's amazing about Philippines is that it is actually located and situated, and it has many islands. How many islands do you think Philippines has? No, it's not 7,107. It's actually an updated one, which I got from 2018, was 7,641 islands. Yes, that is Philippines. Next, what type of country is Philippines? It has lots of islands and it has lots of water surrounding it. What is that called? It is an island group or an island chain or a cluster of collection of islands. Sometimes a sea containing a small number of scattered islands. What is that term called? Philippines is yes, it is an archipelago. Now it's not one of the biggest archipelago countries in the entire world. I'll leave that up to you. I want you to search that up. What is the biggest archipelago? But Philippines is actually one of the many countries that is an archipelago. It has how many islands again? 7,641 islands. Maybe that's one of the reasons why we are so separated from each other. No. And its coastlines are among the longest in the world. Since it is an archipelago, its coastlines are very, very long. Here in Mindanao, here in Visayas, here in Luzon, there are lots and lots of beaches. One of the famous beaches in the entire world belong to the Philippines. Now, next, I would like everybody to know where in the world map is the Philippines. Of course, you will go directly through what continent? Philippines is in what continent? Yes, it is in Asia. Next, where specifically in Asia? On what part of Asia? Yes, Southeast Asia, together with what other countries are in Southeast Asia? Yeah, those countries. And next, let's use the coordinate system in locating in knowing the coordinates of the Philippines. You can do that later, but approximately it's about 14 degrees north and 121 degrees east. That there is the coordinates of the Philippines. Next, what I would like you to know is how amazing Philippines is. Before that are the seas surrounding the Philippines. Yes, let me just go quickly over to that slide, because since it is an archipelago, it is also surrounded by water and is surrounded by seas. Now, over to the east of the Philippines, what body of water is there? Yes, it is the Pacific Ocean, the biggest ocean in the entire world. That is in the east of the Philippines. That is also actually one of the main reasons why we have a lot of typhoons hitting the Philippines, and why a lot of them make landfall, because one of the biggest oceans is actually our neighbor, and that is where most typhoons come from. Next, how about west of the Philippines? What is that ocean? Yes, the west of the Philippines is the Philippine Sea, or also known as the South China Sea, depending on whose perspective that is. And also on the north is the Philippine Sea, or also known as South China Sea. And the one that is outside of the Philippines, which is at the south of the Philippines, yes, that is also a well-known sea, at the south of Mindanao, that is the Celebes Sea. That is in the south of the Philippines. And those are the main bodies of ocean that are surrounding the Philippines. Now, the location of the Philippines is the reason why it was, it's the kind of climate that it has. Number one, it is very near the equator. It is in between the Tropic of Cancer and the equator, giving the Philippines a very humid equatorial climate, or also known as tropical climate, together with some other Southeast Asian nations. Okay? And over to our next video, we'll be discussing about the landforms and other landforms and other bodies of water that are inside of the Philippines. So let's quickly go over what we discussed today. We did a quick preview about the coordinate system, about the longitude and the latitude, knowing how to locate the places. We also got to know the spectacular sites, the spectacular places of the Philippines. We also familiarized the location of the Philippines in the entire globe, in the world map. We knew what continent it was. It was in the Asian continent. On what part of Asia? Southeast Asia. We also knew the longitude and the latitude of the Philippines, approximately 14 degrees north and 121 degrees east. And we also got to know that Philippines is an archipelago. It is a group of islands having 7,641 islands as of 2018. It has the Pacific Ocean to the east, South China Sea to the west and to the north, and to the south it has the Celebes Sea.